Alright, so now we're actually going to get into the software part of it. As you can see, it's my screen monitor. It's quite large, so I'll do my best in explaining it to you. Always work in, CMYK, because that's what the printer is. What you see is what you get. If you ever want really bright, saturated, vibrant colors, just go straight to the bar. So say I want to, print some really colorful, stickers. So let's say I want a circle sticker. So I'll make a circle and I'm gonna fill it up in the color that I used to fill it up. I'll just go to pure cyan. So see, the sticker will come out really vibrant. Or I'll go to pure magenta. Or if you want to mix the colors up, you could say, for example, I want a nice, lime green. So the best green I can get with CMYK will basically be, 100% yellow and 75% cyan. So instead of, going to this little chart, I know you don't use Illustrator, but this is just an example. If you ever get something like this question mark, it means the color is out of gamut, and you gotta you rescale your colors because the CMYK scale won't be able to print it. So anyways, the most important part about this is the Mimaki fine cut feature. Once you install it, it'll give you a little box that you could put wherever you want. But this basically is how you're gonna cut most of your stuff. Okay, so I have a little alien sticker right here that I made for snowboarders. As you can see, this is the file. So this will be the print file, but now I have to cut around it. Okay, so there's a variety of ways you can go about this. Here's the way that I found was best. Just circle or select what you want to cut around, and then click on this. It's hard to see on this column. Basically, it will say frame extraction. Okay, so I click frame extraction, and it's going to ask me for the offset. Basically, if I want to create, a bubble around it, you could mess around with the offset, or if you want to cut into it, you can mess around with the offset. But if you just want the cut to be exact around it, offset is 0 inches. So just click enter and it'll map it out. So see, right now I have a green outline, and this will be my cut. It also made its own layer right here. It'll say final cut, frame cut layer. The printer has print cut offset settings, which basically you can go into and you could scale your print and adjust it to your cut, so your cut exactly matches your print. I was too lazy to do so, but the setting I have it on right now, if you want the perfect cut, just trace the image around and press a keyboard key to the right one time. Okay, so I know this sounds funny, but it'll move the cut just like 0.5 millimeter to the right of what it is that you're cutting, and the cut will come out perfectly. If you want to do it, the legitimate way, you're gonna have to go into settings and then fool around with print cut offset, which isn't tough, but it's tedious. So just take your cut one keystroke to the right, and you'll have perfect cuts all day, every day. Okay, so just let me zoom out of this. Okay, so now I actually want to print and cut this. So let me just delete everything else out of here. So you're gonna want to put marks around this, so the machine will be able to detect those marks and tell you, so it knows where to cut. So you're gonna go to any kind of rectangle tool, just a regular rectangle, select around it, and then you're gonna go back to your Mimaki and add-on, and you're gonna click on register mark creation. And it'll pop up this menu saying how big do you want the marks. The bigger you make the marks, the harder it is for the machine to miss them, but it wastes some space. So I don't know, 20 millimeters seems like I've never had it not catch with 20 millimeters. And make sure whatever you're printing and cutting is inside of these marks, because if it's on the outside, it won't cut them. Okay, so we have a little alien over here with the cut around it and the print marks. So I'm ready to send this through to my software, which is called Raster Link. It's right here. You're gonna get it too. So how you send it is you basically just click this button right here, which is output to Raster Link, and it'll bring you up to this window. Here, if you click this button down here, it'll make it bigger. So don't really worry about any of these functions, but what you want to worry about are these little boxes. So these boxes are layers, and you could decide whether you print the layers or you cut the layers. So say I want to print this layer, and see, I can, if I unclick it, it doesn't show up. You could also, you know, choose to cut around this layer, but it's going to make the cut all weird because it goes by your stroke. And then of course you have your cut layer, which is right here. You don't want to print your cut layer, you just want it to cut. It will show up as a little knife blade, right? So here, I'll click the print back, I'll click print back, and there you have it. You'll see, you know, a black outline right around it as where your cut's going to be. And then you just click output, and it will take your image from Illustrator or Corel, and it'll send it to Rasterlink, which we'll do in the next video.